Welcome to tutorialsinhand.com. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about how to write Java program to print largest of three numbers. Yes, we have already written this program using if-else-if, but here we are going to use ternary operator or conditional operator. So by now you must be aware how we write ternary operator using question mark and colon. We have already created two videos on ternary operator. One is finding even and odd, and another one was check positive or negative using ternary operator, where we also saw how to write nested ternary operator. You can visit those video tutorials, link is in the description section. For now, we are going to take three numbers as input from the user. You can see we are taking three numbers as input from the console, and then we will compare the numbers using ternary operator to find out which one is greatest of them all. So as we know, ternary operator, we have to first write condition, and if the condition turns out to be true, anything after this question mark will get executed, and if it turns out to be false, the statement after this colon gets executed. This is how ternary operator is written. So here we have to check the condition, and in this case we will have to use nested ternary operator again to find out which one is greatest, because we know that to be greatest a number, suppose n1, if n1 is greater, then what we need to check? N1 must be greater than n2, and n1 must also be greater than n3, and then only we can say that n1 is greatest of n2 and n3, right? So we have to check twice. Now how we can check is, let's have this n1 greater than n2 as a condition. Now if n1 is greater than n2, this turns out to be true, then what we are going to do? We have to again compare this n1 is greater than n3 or not. But in ternary operator, we have checked like this, n1 greater than n2, and if this turns out to be true, what will happen? The statement that is after this question mark is going to get executed. So we are considering that it is true. So now what we will do? We will again check n1 is greater than n3 or not. So we will replace it with n1 greater than n3 or not. So this is another ternary operator that we are writing as a statement if condition turns out to be true. So we are checking if n1 is greater than n3 or not, and if n1 is greater than n3 turns out to be true, then what we will do? We will print n1 as a result, or if n1 is not greater than n3, then we are going to print n3 as the greatest. This completes one case where n1 is greater than n2 and n1 is greater than n3. So if n1 is greater than n2, then we have another ternary operator that will compare with n1 greater than n3. So n1 is greater than n3, that means n1 must be printed as a result. If n1 is smaller than n3, then n3 is the greatest, because n1 is already compared with n2. So if n1 is greater than n2, then n3 is never going to get smaller than n2. So n3 will be the largest. But in this case, if n1 greater than n2 turns out to be false here, then what we need to do? We need to compare n2 with n3. Now if this turns out to be false, then what will happen? The statement after this colon is going to get executed. Again we will have one ternary operator at this place, and we will compare n2 greater than n3 or not. So n1 is already compared with n2. Now if n2 is greater than n1, then we are checking if n2 is also greater than n3 or not. And if n2 is greater than n3, then what we will do? We will print n2 as the greatest, and if it turns out to be false, that means n2 is not greater than n3, then we will print over here n3 is the greatest and give a semicolon. And this is what will be the exact ternary operator, and it will return a result that will be of type integer. It will return some value n1, n3 or n2, n3, right? So let's have one integer variable result that will hold the value that is returned by this ternary operator, and see the error disappears disappeared because we need someone to take that value that will be returned. So here we compared according to this logic that if any number, if it has to be greater, then we need to compare it with n2 and n3, means other two numbers. And on comparison, on comparing n1 with n2, if n1 turns out to be greater, we have another ternary operator within the ternary operator, that is we will check another condition whether n1 is greater than n3 or not, and if it is greater then we will print n1, else we will print n3. And for the false condition, again we will have one more ternary operator. If n1 is less than n2, then what will happen, we will go over here and we will check for n2. If n2 is greater than the other number, that is n3, then we will print n2 as the greatest, else if this turns out to be false, we will print n3 as the greatest. So this is how we have embedded two nested ternary operators within a ternary operator. And if we print the result, you will see we will get the perfect output. Let's have statement printed that is greatest. That means the number that would be printed would be shown as the greatest. That means if n1 is printed, then it will be printed as result is greatest. So let's execute this one. Say it is asking you to enter the first number, so let's enter any random value 4, and then it will ask for the second, so let's enter 2, and then it will ask for the third, let's enter 8. And now once we press enter, all the values will be scanned and stored in respective variable, that is n1, n2 and n3. So 4 will be stored in n1, 2 will be stored in n2, and 8 will be stored in n3. Now if we press enter, it will calculate on based on this logic and return a result. So let's press enter and see 8 is the greatest is going to get printed. The reason behind that is we have n1 greater than n2. So n1 is having the value, let's have over here, n1 is having the value 4 and n2 is having the value 2 and n3 is having the value 8. So now if you take the value from here, it will compare 4 is greater than 2. That means n1 greater than n2. That means 4 is greater than 2 or not. So 4 will definitely be greater than 2. So what will happen? If this is true, the statement after this question mark is going to get executed, and we have another ternary operator where we are comparing if 4 is greater than n3 is having the value 8. So it will check 4 is greater than 8, which is false, and if it is false, what will happen? The statement that is after this colon is going to get executed and you will get 8 as the output, and that we have got. So 8 will be returned over here in the result, and result will be printed, and after that we have appended a string is greatest. So we are getting the result 8 is greatest. Let's play around with one more value. This time let's change this one to 12, and here enter the value accordingly 4, and let's enter 12 and let's enter 8. Now the values are stored respectively in these variables, and we have 4, 12 and 8. Now if we compare this, what will be done? n1 greater than n2 will be checked. So 4 greater than 12 will be checked, which is false, and if it is false, what will happen? The statement after this colon is going to get executed, which is another ternary operator. So it will compare whether n2 is greater than n3 or not. So n2 is having the value 12 and 3 is having the value 8. So 12 greater than 8 is going to get compared, and it will turn out to be true because 12 is greater than 8, and if this turns out to be true, the statement after this question mark is going to get executed, and the value n2 is going to get printed or returned as a result of ternary operator, which will be stored in this result integer variable, and that is going to get printed. So n2 is greatest, that means 12 is returned, and we will print here 12 is greatest, and hit enter and you will see 12 is greatest is going to get printed over here. Similarly, you can enter any random values and check the logic whether it is returning the exact result or not. Hope you have understood how you can write the complex nested ternary operators. Hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe our channel to help us motivate. Thank you.